Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. As you've probably read, this is a video about being stranded on the island of Vanilla, and I'm only allowed 20 greatest hits type albums from my collection, and the rest of everything else has to go. I need to get back to work, I really do. But anyway, I decided to go with vinyl rather than CDs. You know, if anybody wants to do this on CDs, by all means do, but with CDs you would have a tendency to choose CD box sets for your 20 albums and get as much music in as possible. So with the vinyl, I said I'm allowed no more than 10 double albums. One of them can be a triple, which I've chosen, and the rest have to be single greatest hits albums. This wasn't very easy at all, because I wanted to try and get as much music that I really like from as many different genres, but there are some notable acts that are actually missing in this list. And well, I'll start off with the first one, and it's a double album, and of course David Bowie's going to be there. A few David Bowie albums, greatest hits types albums like Changes 1, Changes 2, the K-Tel Best of, Legacy, but the one I've gone with is Changes Bowie, which is, it's not really a mixture of Changes 1 and Changes 2. It is Changes 1 plus some extra songs after Golden Years, which was the last song on Changes 1. So you do get the full of that album apart from Fame. It's got the dreadful Fame 90 remix on this, which I can't stand. But you do get Sound and Vision Heroes, Ashes to Ashes, Fashion, Let's Dance, Modern Love, Blue Jean, China Girl. So this would definitely be on the list. The second one is also a double, and I'm going with Abba, and this is the singles collection. Now, I love the Abba Greatest Hits album from 1976, but I'm not picking it because if I'm going to have to live the rest of my life with only these 20 albums, I want as many of the Abba singles as possible. And this delivers nearly all of them. There's no Head Over Heels or Angel Eyes, but the rest are all there, so you get everything really from Waterloo up to Under Attack, and it's an absolutely brilliant album. If I did have the Abba Gold double album, which I don't have, I may have picked it, because I tend to prefer greatest hits that are not in chronological order. I actually prefer them to be mixed up a bit, but Abba, the singles, gets in. Another double album, most of these are double in the first 10, and it's Donna Summer's On the Radio. It would be coming. With me, this is the best disco album ever, and I love the way all the songs are segued into each other. Try Me, I Know We Can Make It, going into I Feel Love is one of the best segues out. Hot Stuff, MacArthur Park, Sunset People, Love to Love You Baby. This is the best. This is really the only Donna Summer album you really do need. Everybody should own a copy of this. Brilliant On the Radio. This was a single album, but it's now a double album, and I'm glad it is, because it was too long for a single. And it's Queen's Greatest Hits, and this is all the hits from 1974 up to 1980. So yes, you got your Bohemian Rhapsody, Somebody to Love, Don't Stop Me Now, Killer Queen, all fantastic songs. This definitely has to come. And T-Rex, of course, for me. And the one I'm going to pick is actually one that was released a couple of years ago, and it's Gold. And the reason I'm picking this is because this includes both the Fly hits and the EMI Mark on Wax hits. So it actually starts with Deborah, 1 Inch Rock, then you go into Ride a White Swan, Cosmic Dancer. You get your Hot Love, Get It On, Jeepster, but then you also get your Telegram Psalms, your Metal Guru, 20th Century Boy, Teenage Dream, and so forth. And even a couple of the later ones that I do like Celebrate Summer and Dreamy Lady. And it doesn't include their worst ever single, Laser Love. So this would definitely come with me on my desert island. The sixth one, Paul Simon. So tempted to pick Simon Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, but I'm going with this one, another double album, and basically this has probably the best songs from his the Simon Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, like Bridge Over Troubled Water, It's also got Sound of Silence, The Boxer, Mrs. Robinson, fantastic, but it also has The Only Living Boy in New York, which I adore, plus a lot of Paul Simon solo stuff like Late in the Evening, Mother and Child Reunion, Slip Sliding Away, Still Crazy After All These Years. The only thing I will say, it doesn't have Take Me to the Mardi Gras, which is a shame, but it's still a fantastic double album. The first triple album, and it's the Rolling Stones. Now I was going to either pick this, which I've decided to pick this, is Honk, or Rolled Gold, but my favourite period of Stones is really the early 70s, so you do get your Brown Sugar, Rocks Off, Angie, even Dancing with Mr. D and Heartbreaker, do. So this one comes with me. It's a fantastic triple album, only released I think it was 2 years ago, and then you also get a lot of the 80s and 90s and even stuff from the 21st century. So this wins over just over Rolled Gold, which has the fantastic 60s singles plus their best LP tracks, but I still think I would prefer this one. The 8th choice, and it's a single album, and it is The Pretenders singles, and this does exactly what it says on the tin. All the singles from Stop Your Sobbing to My Baby, and they're all brilliant. Even includes Show Me, which was a single in America. It does unfortunately include I Got You Babe with UB40, but it's the last song on side 2, so you can always lift the stylus before it starts playing. I used to love that song too, I just can't abide it now. So the Pretenders singles comes to the Desert Island. Now this one here, I was going to pick a Slade album, but because I picked T-Rex, I thought, right, I want some hard rockin' material, but I don't want to have it be all glam rock, so I am going to pick Deepest Purple. And looking at the track listing in here, you have Highway Star and Space Truckin' from Machine Head, as well as obviously Smoke on the Water, and you also get the fantastic Child in Time, Speedball also from In Rock, Fireball from Fireball. This is a fantastic album, so it actually gets in over Slade just because this is a little bit harder and I want something a little bit more different. So when I want glam rock, I'll listen to T-Rex. Number 10, a double album, and The Jam, Snap, and this is not just the singles, it's got really brilliant LP tracks as well, like Mr. Clean, some B-sides like Dreams of Children and The Butterfly Collector, also Away from the Numbers from the first album, brilliant album. The only criticism I have of this is a different version of That's Entertainment. It's like an acoustic version of just him and Bruce Foxton. I prefer the original version, which is an acoustic song anyway, but it is a better sound than this one. But yeah, brilliant double album from 1983 after they split. The 11th choice, and this may be a bit of a surprise, but I'm going to go with Glen Campbell's 20 Golden Greats. I absolutely love this. It's the only Glen Campbell I have. It puts a little bit of country into the mix. I absolutely adore his version of It's Only Make Believe. Both Sides Now, the Joni Mitchell song, Rhinestone Cowboy, By the Time I Get to Phoenix, Honey Come Back, Gentle on My Mind. This is a brilliant album. This was released in 1976 and got to number 1 in the charts over here. So, and my dad used to have this as a tape, so that's why I know it so well. This would be coming with me as well. And Elton John. Now I do not have big double albums of Elton John's hits, so this is the one that comes with me, and it's the greatest hits from 1974. And it has all the hits from Your Song up to and including Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Absolutely love this album. This is the UK version. It's got Candle in the Wind on it. The US version had Benny and the Jets. And then I think Candle in the Wind got onto the US version of Greatest Hits Volume 2, whereas the UK got Benny and the Jets. But absolutely brilliant album, sold by the bucket load, but it's fantastic. So Elton John, Greatest Hits. The 13th album, and It's the Beach Boys, and this is 20 Golden Greats. This is about 52 minutes long. It's on one album and it still sounds really, really good. This too also got to number 1 in 1976, and I think was the second best-selling album of that year. This is probably the finest ever Beach Boys single disc you could buy. From Surfing USA right up to Breakaway, there's not a duff track at all in this. And funny, whenever they released this in CD, they chopped and changed it a little bit. Barbara Ann on this is the LP version, and they put the single version on. So it's lacking. The LP version is better fun with all the sort of chatter amongst the band. They also, for some reason, took off Help Me Rhonda and replaced it with the Today version of Help Me Rhonda, which I do like, but this is a single version from the Summer Nights album, and this is our Summer Days, and this is better. So for some reason, I don't know why they did this, but it's a brilliant, brilliant compilation. As I say, it got to number 1 in 76, so that is chosen as well. The 14th one, Diana Ross and the Supremes, 20 Golden Greats, absolutely brilliant, from Where Did Our Love Go, Baby Love, which is probably one of the best singles ever. It's up there. I Hear a Symphony, Back in My Arms Again, Love Child is a fantastic song, In and Out of Love is a fantastic song. This is just absolutely brilliant, and so this comes with me too. The 15th choice, and it's Kate Bush, The Whole Story. From Wuthering Heights, Cloud Busting, The Man with a Child in His Eyes, Hounds of Love, Running Up That Hill, Army Dreamers, the fantastic Sat in Your Lap, Experiment 4, which I like a lot more now than I originally did, Babushka. Brilliant, brilliant album, and the Wuthering Heights version is the new vocal version, which I like every bit as much as the original. So this gets included. Number 16, and it is, I've shown this I think in the last couple of videos, it's The Best of the Seekers. This just reminds me of my youth whenever my father had it. I'll Never Find Another You, A World of Our Own, the number 1 of Carnival Is Over. The Paul Simon song, Someday One Day, Morningtown Ride, Islands of Dreams was the Springfield song, which is great. Georgie Girl was their big hit in the States, and I love Emerald City. It's a fantastic album, so this is coming with me too. Which leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and another double album, and I would pick the complete Mike Oldfield. Side 1 of this is all the little musical instrumentals, all the short pieces. Side 2 is the songs from the early 80s. Side 3 is the excerpts from the 70s albums, and side 4 is live performances, and this is absolutely brilliant. It was released in 1985, and it's still probably the best Mike Oldfield collection you can get. Now number 18 is a double. It's a bit of a cheat because it's really 2 albums in one, and I'm going with Status Quo 12 Gold Bars Volume 2 and Volume 1, because if you bought Volume 2, Volume 1 came with it. And this is brilliant Quo. Like, Volume 1 is the best album, you know, with your Down Down Caroline, Paper Plane, Mystery Song, Whatever You Want, Rockin' All Over the World. But Volume 2 is really good as well, with What You're Proposing, Lies, Dear John, Old Rag Blues. I do like Margarita Time, always have, and Going Downtown Tonight. It's a fantastic double Quo album, and at some stage I will be doing a Quo singles ranking video, so I won't say much more about it now. So Status Quo, 12 Gold Bars, Volume 2 and Volume 1. Number 19, and I'm picking the Kinks, 20 Golden Greats. All the hits from You Really Got Me right up to 8 Man, including the 2 Dave Davis solos. There's not a lot more I can say about this. I was going to pick either this or a collection of Beatles oldies, but I thought no, I actually do prefer this, so this gets picked. And number 20, and I'm going with the Bee Gees. No Beatles, I'm afraid. No Paul McCartney either. That's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of big artists that are not getting in this. But the reason I'm picking this one is because it has a bit of everything. This should have been done over a double album because it's a bit flimsy and there's so much. There's 11, 20 songs or 19 songs put on a one LP, but still, New York Mine Disaster, Massachusetts World Words. I've got to get a message to you. 1st of May. Don't forget to remember. Saved by the Bell. Those are the 60s ones, and you also get your Jive Talking, How Deep Is Your Love, Staying Alive, Night Fever, your disco ones, and then you'll get You Win Again and Ordinary Lives from the later 80s. So this is an excellent album. It doesn't sound brilliantly, but that's the problem. It's not the best sound, but still, I would take it. Okay, so for being stranded on the island of Vinylia, those are the 20 greatest hits albums I would take. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video not so far into the distant future. All the best now. Bye bye.